their senior speeches. And from the moment I heard the first few, I knew exactly what I wanted to talk about. I realized a multitude of similarities that last year's seniors had with each other that I had never noticed before they spoke. And maybe that's because when you're talking to someone, you realize what makes them them, instead of how they're similar to other people. You realize their individuality. What makes each person individual is their aspirations, their morals, how they speak, how they learn, etc. And other people play a huge role in forming all of these. So, I'm introducing the mosaic theory. This theory suggests that in order to understand the whole picture, we need to appreciate all of its individual pieces that make it up. As each tile contributes to the beauty and to the complexity of a mosaic, similarly, our experiences, perspectives, and the people we surround ourselves with will all shape our lives, or our mosaic. In this case, I'm referring to our lives as our mosaic and our experiences, joys, and the people that we surround ourselves as the tiles that complete this. In high school, we're around our classmates a lot, whether we're talking, laughing, complaining, or crying. And because we're around them so much, it's hard not to pick up on some of their personality traits, or things like their jokes and their sayings. In fact, that's actually very normal. That's called the social proximity effect, and it happens with all of us. We become a lot like our friends and families because of the amount of time that we spend with them. And the things that we see them do and say become so regular to us that we begin doing them too. Reflecting back on the mosaic theory can help us understand how these people affect us so much. They make us up. They are the tiles that complete our mosaic, or our life. Throughout my high school experience, I can very happily say that each of my classmates came into my life and added a permanent mosaic tile. And forever their memory is going to be with me. The impact they had on me is permanently etched into my life story, into my mosaic. And everyone else that has ever contributed anything to my life that has changed me or affected me in any way is part of this mosaic as well. Everything I know today is through others, whether I learned it from my family, from friends, or from God who worked through all of them to get me where I am today. But if we've been around the same people for most of our lives, how is it that every person is different from each other? Where does individuality really fit into this equation? Well, I think that our individuality is the shape that our mosaic takes, the design of our mosaic. Without our ability to be individual, we would all be too much alike. And at that point, we would get bored of each other because we're all so similar. Just like how if you went to an art gallery and they had the same one painting on every single wall, you would get bored and want to go find something new. Well, I think this is something that high schoolers deal a lot of the time. The desire to fit in, to be popular, or to be like every other painting on the wall. No one likes to be singled out or highlighted, and so we have a tendency to keep to ourselves. Or maybe have a mentality that life is like survival. As long as we can camouflage ourselves well enough, we'll be fine. But I think our individuality is kind of what we should express the most. Like I said, this trait is like the shape of our mosaic, making each person unique and beautiful. So I think that the mosaic theory incorporates every part of our life. Our personality, the people we are around, our desires and likes, those all make up the color of the mosaic. But more importantly is how we express ourselves. This is the shape of our personality. It can shape those around us, it can shape our dislikes and likes. This is what everything else funnels into. As long as the shape is correct, people will get the general idea of what it's supposed to be, even if the colors are off. Individuality and the mosaic theory fit hand in hand, as they fulfill each other. The community and relationships that we lack, if we just had the individuality, are compensated for by all the tiles, or all the people, experiences, and emotions that we get by being with each other, and vice versa. I would like to thank God, first and foremost, for getting me up each morning to experience another day where I can love and adore Him. I would like to thank all of my teachers and all of the staff, especially Miss Green, Miss Beasley, Miss Moreno, Miss Story, and Father Timothy, as you have all had a significant impact on my life, on my school life and on my spiritual life, and I will cherish that forever. I would also like to thank all of my coaches that I've had in high school, but especially Coach Mitchell, Coach Holbrook, and Coach Ellis, for all believing in me and pushing me to do my best every day. For Hope for being my rock. Sorry. For Hope for being my rock, ever since I can remember, and for loving and supporting me throughout every life decision.
be engraved in my mosaic. And I wish you guys the absolute best.